The JLT 3.0 driver side oil separator that we are talking about here today will be for the 6.2 Raptor owners, along with the 11 to 17 5-liter owners out there who are looking for the ultimate protection in regards to capturing the oily vapors produced during combustion from being rerouted into your truck's intake tract through the PCV system. Now, the driver side here would certainly be a great complement to the passenger side option, also available from JLT, which also can be found here on the site. Now, materials in this case, guys, will feature a billet aluminum 3-ounce container, complete with the factory style hoses and fittings, which will help make the install a bit easier in the process, off of right around 130 bucks. Now, because this is a plug and play job, guys, expect a really simple 1 out of 3 wrenches on the old difficulty meter and about 30 minutes or so to complete from start to finish, and we'll show you how it's done later on in the video. Now, unless you've been living under a rock recently, you probably know about, or at least are aware of, some of the benefits of running an oil separator on your stock or modified F-150. Now, the point of this is, again, to capture those oily vapors and blow-by that are produced during combustion and otherwise get rerouted back into your intake tract. The problem is, guys, over time that can really gum up or coat the intake manifold along with the valves themselves, and in some really extreme cases will even contribute to lowering the octane rating of your fuel. Now, to be completely candid with you guys, the passenger side separator should be the priority as far as installing an oil separator or catch can, something like that, as that's where most of your collecting essentially will occur due to the design of the PCV system. However, there still is a benefit of installing the driver side here, again offering the most protection against this sludge when both are ultimately in place. So now that you know why you might want something like this, let's talk about how this thing works. And again, all that oily vapor is going to pass through your truck's PCV system and into the JLT separator. At that point, all of the solids present in this vapor, basically those tiny little particles of oil and whatever else, get caught up in the aluminum honeycomb and stainless steel mesh material up top here, and at that point drop and collect into the canister while allowing the rest of the clean air to pass through the device. Now, JLT does claim that checking and emptying this thing every few thousand miles is obviously going to be a good idea, and you'll be really surprised what this thing does collect over time. And if you don't believe me, well, feel free to read up on some of the reviews of the JLT right here on the site. Construction, on the other hand, is going to be extremely solid here with the JLT option and will include the knurled billet aluminum canister, 3 ounces of capacity, hence the 3.0 name, along with that CNC cut JLT logo right up top here. Now, this particular option, as you guys can see, does feature that anodized black canister, but if you preferred something with a little bit more flash under the hood, JLT does also offer this with a brushed or satin silver finish instead for a very similar price tag. But perhaps the biggest pro for me with this JLT option here, besides its benefits and its purpose, is the fact that they do include these factory-like hoses and fittings, which will make the install a lot easier and almost make this thing look like it could have come from the factory in your truck. In fact, to show you just how well this thing does go into place, here is our detailed walkthrough for you guys, along with a quick tool breakdown.
Tools used for this install: 3/8 ratchet, extension, 10mm socket, Phillips head screwdriver. All right, so JLT offers a passenger and driver side. We're gonna be working on the driver side now. All right, so there's a little tab on the back side of this tube. We're just gonna press it and remove it. It's the same deal on the valve cover. All right, now we're gonna be removing this bolt right here in order to mount up our new JLT bracket. It is on by a 10mm. Now, save this factory hardware. We're gonna be reusing it. Now we're gonna slide our new JLT bracket on with the old hardware. Make sure that's nice and level and snug that down. All right, now we're gonna mount up our oil separator to it. All right, so we have our oil separator and our supplied hardware. You're just gonna run it through the top into the threads that are on the top. Make sure it's lined up. All right, now we're gonna take the longest hose and we're gonna connect it back up to the intake. It should just clip right in like that. And then the short one goes back to the valve cover. All right, that's gonna wrap up my install of the JLT 3.0 oil separator. And for all things F-150, keep it here at AmericanTrucks.com.